Hello students, here is Ashu Gupta, Assistant Professor. Again welcomes you all on the behalf of the Indraprasth Law College. In the previous lecture, we have already discussed about the state territory and the territorial sovereignty in detail. And in today's lecture, we are going to discuss about the acquisition of territory, which is necessary in terms of territorial sovereignty or the state territory. So let us know about the concept of acquisition of territory, according to which the international law or rules related to territorial sovereignty are rooted in the Roman law provisions governing ownership and possession. The classification of different modes of acquiring territory is a direct descendant of the Roman rules dealing with the property. Territory is the space within which the state exercises sovereign authority. Title to territory is acquired either through the claim of land not previously owned, terra nullius, or through the transfer of title from one state to another. Title acquired in the first category is called original title, while in the second category is called derivative title. Modes of the original acquisition of territory include occupation, prescription, and accretion. Derivative modes include cession and conquest and annexation. All these modes are dealt with the acquisition of the territory, and we will discuss on all of these modes, how to work these modes in the concept of acquisition of territory. So firstly we will discuss about the occupation. Occupation is an original mode of acquisition by a state of a title of a territory. It implies the establishment of sovereignty over a territory not under the authority of any other state. That is also known as terra nullius. That is a Latin term. Whether newly discovered or abandoned by the state formally in control. For the title acquired through occupation to be final and valid under international law, the presence and control of a state over the concerned territory must be effective. Effectiveness requires on the part of the claimant state two elements: an intention or will to act as sovereign, and the adequate exercise of sovereignty. Intention may be inferred from all the facts, although sometimes it may be formally expressed in official notification of other states. Adequate exercise of sovereignty must be peaceful, real, and continuous. This element of physical assumption may be manifested by an explicit or symbolic act by legislative or administrative measures affecting the claimed territory, or by treaties with other states, recognizing the sovereignty of the claimant state over the particular territory of demarcating boundaries. Occupation was often preceded by discovery, that is, the realization of the existence of a particular piece of land. In the early period of European discovery, in the 15th and 16th century, the mere realization or sighting was sufficient to constitute title to territory. As time passed, something more was required and this took the form of symbolic act of taking possession, whether by raising of flags or by formal declarations. By 18th century, the effective control came to be required together with discovery to constitute title to territory. This is the basic things in regard to the mode of acquisition relating to acquisition of territory. Now the second one is prescription. Prescription is a mode of establishing title to territory which is subject to the sovereignty of another state through peaceful exercise of de facto sovereignty over a long period of time. It is the legitimization of a doubtful title by the passage of time and the presumed acquiescence of the former sovereignty. It differs from occupation. It relates to territory which has previously been under the sovereignty of another state. However, both modes are similar since they require evidence of sovereignty acts by a state over a period of time. A title by prescription to be valid under international law, it is required that the length of time must be adequate and the public and peaceful exercise of de facto sovereignty must be continuous. The possession of claimant state must be public in the sense that all interested states can be made aware of it. It must be peaceful and uninterrupted in the sense that the former sovereigns must consent to the new sovereign. Such consent may be expressed or implied from all the relevant circumstances. This means that the protest of whatever means by the former sovereign may completely block any claim of prescription. As the requirement of adequate length of time for possession is concerned, there is no consensus on this regard. Thus, the adequacy of the length of period would be decided on a case-by-the-case basis. All the circumstances of the cases, including the nature of the territory and the absence or presence of any competing claims, will be taken into the consideration. That is also known as not terra nullius in the Latin term. That is a whole concept behind the mode of prescription. So today we have covered the two modes of this acquisition of territory, namely occupation and prescription, and the rest of three will be discussed in the next lecture. Hope you will be benefited from this lecture series and acknowledge the same on your notepad. We will meet soon again in the next lecture with the rest of three modes of acquisition of territory. Thank you very much.